Hey guys, how's it going? Jamarcus coming to you again. Classic phrase for the beginning. Uh, I've talked a lot about negative influences, you know, positive minded, and, staying away from the negative mentality and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a great idea to classify what it is you should be aware of when exactly what you should be aware of when I speak of these negative influences, because I'm always being kind of broad about it. But now I'm going to get into the nitty gritty, as you would say, because the more I do videos, I mean, how basic can you stay for so long, right? It's like, I'm covering all the basics, but I mean, after you hear the basics for so long, it's like, okay, well, let's get somewhere else. Let's get somewhere else. So, all right, this video comes from a section of the book Think and Grow Rich. There is a ton of knowledge in there that needs to be mastered, and this is a great way for me to master it, as well as teach it to you at the same time. So, obviously, if you want to have a positive mind, you got to be able to avoid the negative influences, right? And so it's important for you to recognize, those type of situations. For one, you got to recognize that you have the willpower to literally create that immunity to those negative influences that you want. You can literally will yourself to create a positive mindset. And that's literally what I did. I willed myself, sheer willpower, created my mindset in the long run. That's what I believe. So you got to realize that if anything else, you alone have the willpower to force away anything you perceive to be negative in your life. The second thing is you got to recognize that we are all humans, and by human nature, we are prone to laziness, being indifferent, and being susceptible to mindly suggestions which harmonize with our weaknesses. So you got to be aware that by nature you're going to be lazy and indifferent, and you're going to be susceptible to all the things that would basically complement your negative thoughts and weaknesses. Like, say you're trying to be healthy and you see McDonald's. Well, the thought of going to McDonald's is going to complement your weakness, which is eating fast food restaurants, regardless of whatever your reason for eating there is. It's going to complement that desire. And so if you're trying to get rid of that, you got to alleviate yourself of these thoughts. You got to, counteract them with positive thoughts. So the next thing you got to recognize is that you are susceptible of, primarily you are just susceptible to the 6 basic fears. And it's important, like I said earlier, to set up those basic habits which counteracts those basic fears. And what are these 6 basic fears? They are the fear of poverty, the fear of being poor, or having lack of money, the fear of receiving criticism, the fear of ill health, being sick and all of that, the fear of losing a loved one, the fear of old age. You hear a lot of people say, I'm getting old, oh my God. Lastly, the fear of death. Dun, dun, dun. But you gotta get rid of those. You gotta set up counteractions that are positive enough to negate the fear of all of these 6 basic habits. If you can basically immune yourself from these 6 basic fears, you have a very, very, very solid foundation to go ahead in a positive direction with a positive mindset, right? So that is what, in a nutshell, you should be looking out for whenever you are trying to create a positive mindset. Create a positive mindset that counteracts these things that I've stated in this video. And read the book Think and Grow Rich to get more detail. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.